Just call me angel of
In
the
the
morning, angel.
Oh, my sister.
Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby.
Acapella, encore.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Everything in Between, where we talk about everything in between. With me, as always, Tristan and William. And then, as you can see, we've got a missing member, and that was dedicated to him. Shout out to Ryan.
In memoriam.
In memoriam of Ryan.
Rest in peace, baby boy.
I hope you never go missing again.
Ryan's not dead. He's just not with us this week. just for those who don't understand our humor.
Yeah, I mean, look, I hope he doesn't have to go again, because then I'd have to expose everyone to my singing again. But
yeah,
see what happens. So what's new, guys? What's happening? What's the goss?
Oh, I finished Squid Game.
Oh, yes.
I finished Squid
How's
Game.
that? How'd you go?
I loved it. I thought it was really, really intense up to the last episode. But then again, following up after that kind of show, it's kind of difficult to kind of close it off. I get why they did the old man owning the game. I was kind of dirty because it felt like I got upset about him dying for nothing.
Wait. Spoiler alert for everyone.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Because,
Skip to, I don't know what to skip to, but we'll figure it out
I'll
later.
put a timestamp for non-spoilers.
Yep. I apologize, guys. My sincerest apologies.
Because you know what? The same thing happened to me the other day. Someone was talking to me about, not Squid Games, but Alice in Borderland, because it was sort of related to
Great
Squid
show.
Game.
Oh, really?
And, oh, my, it's been spoiled. Like, everything's been spoiled for me. And I'm planning to watch it still, but oh my gosh.
Okay.
Great show.
Yeah. But anyway, continue.
Oh, well, yeah, no, but that's about it. And then I just enjoyed it. The way they closed out the game and all that kind of stuff was good. Obviously, there's no
I
spoiler.
got angry at the end.
But the hair?
What? You mean he signaled his
He just
rage
wanted to be part of
and he wants
BTS,
to be
bro.
different, bro.
Smooth like butter.
I guess we're just singing this episode.
Yeah, other than that, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, that's all I've really... That, uni, physics. I'm learning physics at the moment. That stuff's crazy.
Wait, what? Physics?
You learn physics?
I'm doing physics at the moment, yeah.
Like introductory physics or like?
No, it's like sports science physics.
Whack.
So it's very...
Can't help you there, mate.
First, second, and third law.
Inertia.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Inertia. It's more than I know, and I'm studying it. But yeah, other than that, what about you blokes?
Me, I'm about,
No.
I don't know, like almost halfway through placement. Almost. End of this week, I'll be halfway through placement.
Solid.
I've got this is my final placement before I graduate, so
How
it's been
exciting.
alright, man. It's just,
Mr. Sayachek.
yeah, soon. But yeah, it's been intense, man. Just wanna graduate and then just chill out, be free.
Be free.
Not to-
Be
not to worry.
free. Be free like Ryan.
Yeah, like he is right now in his paddock.
The only difference is, we sent Ryan off to the farm. You know how parents tell their kids they sent the dog off to the farm? We sent Ryan to the farm.
And Ryan, you've been up to the
Feeling a
farm
little
now.
lonely at home.
He's really happy. He's playing with all the other vegans and all the other people that run and tell people how far they've run.
In this case, it's not a metaphor
There's a
for
big
him.
open field for him to run.
Yeah.
So I went to the farm.
We're kidding. We love you, Ryan. We miss you, Ryan. We'll see you next week.
Not like he'll watch this anyway. He's not going to watch this.
True.
So you know what? We can talk as much smack as we want about Ryan this episode. We should just do that whole episode. I reckon that'd be good.
Until he gets home. And then
Well,
you guys
Ryan
can, but I'll just...
Welcome back to Everything in Between. We're basically going to speedball Ryan's feelings.
We're just going to talk. We're going to air out our true feelings about Ryan.
Yeah.
Telltale podcast.
Well, what's doing?
Still same old. Work, uni, Squid Game. I mean, I think I've already seen it twice. I watched it with my brother.
Twice?
Yeah, I watched it with my brother. We binged it on like the day of release.
Yeah.
And then, my cousin wanted to watch it as well, and so I just I don't know, like everyone just hopped on Netflix party, and we just watched. I don't know. It was just family time online.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know the actor with the snake tattoo, the guy that guy, the mob boss. I reckon he would do really well in a Yakuza movie.
He's got the face for it.
I reckon he would, like, as in not like a typical mafia guy, but as in like a Sega Yakuza, like
Yeah.
Kirito or
Sega.
Kiryu, sorry.
Yeah.
Yakuza movie. I reckon he'd be grouse in that.
Yeah. And then I've been seeing like a lot of different theories for Squid Game as well.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the one about where do you know the game where they played Dakji? It's like Tazo's where and then if you lose, he got slapped.
I've seen this theory, correct?
Right.
I have seen the theory. Yes.
How there's like a red and blue one, and then depending on which one you pick is dependent. It kind of puts you into like you're either a player or one of those
the guards.
red jumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Or how the deaths of like the characters were all foreshadowed before they even got into the games.
I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
There was so much stuff you had to like avoid if you're gonna watch it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, because it was such
yeah.
a big crowd. It's the most watched show on Netflix, I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't gonna watch it because it came out and then everyone watched it so quickly. I was just like, all right, everyone's already seen it, so there's no point in me watching it now.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching it anyway. Which
I had to watch it.
Alice in Borderland, very good show. Are you gonna watch it, Tristan, or have you seen it?
I have not seen it. I will watch Alice in Borderland because I've been told that it's pretty good. I've heard it's like a mix between like a battle royale and what's that game?
Squid Game.
The World Ends With You.
I reckon it's a bit like Squid Game and Saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where the games are a lot more complicated.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I really like it. I think season 2 is due to come out soon as well. I don't know how soon, but soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it got like that the anime like layout when like something's about to happen, something epic is about to happen, but just before it happens, time slows down and you got to explore the backstory of the character for the whole episode and then come back to that thing afterwards?
No.
Like
I would just make myself if that was the case.
No.
It's like in Haikyuu when he's like, oh, he's going to go for this shot. And they have a full 10-minute dialogue in the span of like 1 second in real life.
Building up to
literally,
why he wants to take the shot.
That led up to this moment, and then
No.
all right, sweet. Now we're back to the actual point where
just because the
the movie and then the episode ends.
Should I go left? Should I go right? But what if he does this? This is like, relax, we gotta take it easy.
Nah, none of that happens.
Nutty. And they push the glasses up.
Shining glasses.
Yeah. Did you guys see? I know you guys are into it. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys about it. The League of Legends
World Championship.
Yeah, how did that go for you guys?
Oh my god, me and Giannu and like some of the other boys have just been watching quite a few of it since like for the past week.
Yeah.
And in saying that, I kind of got a little inspired. So I started playing League again like the past maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Every year when the World Championship is on, they make like a huge track for it.
Yep.
It's like the world theme song for that year. And then I just started getting hype. I'm like, holy fuck, I want to play again.
Yeah.
And yeah, I finally hit top 500 again in the region. So,
congratulations. In where?
Things in the Oceanic region. So
in the Oceanic, that's huge, man.
So top 0.15%.
My days. And for those listening at home that actually know League of Legends, who do you play?
Me.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Cool. That's obviously a question.
Everyone else doesn't know what we're talking about. Yes, just so you know, we are sweaty nerds.
Yeah, well, you guys are.
Off the camera. Maybe even on.
Too.
Actually, I had this question about with a friend the other day. This conversation. What would you classify us as? Because yes, we love our video games, we love our anime, our comic books,
everything in between,
our movies. But we're also we go to the gym. G is built like a brick shithouse. You like Ryan runs non-stop. Like we're kind of like because you can't
also
really
watches anime too and plays games.
Yeah. So you can't really call us sweaty nerd or like sweaty nerds or nerds. Like what category do we fall under?
You know what? If Ryan was here, he'd be like, I hate putting people into categories, and
there's a psychological theory about categorical thinking.
Just this whole notion of having constructs of.
I should have a little bit of research on that.
It's just ridiculous. Oh my god. It's eloquent over here.
I reckon just
like when maybe I've got anime and video game tattoos.
I feel like it's just how everyone is now.
Just normal open-minded people who are like
explore
explore different interests, and if it intrigues you, you stick to it.
I feel like those sort of stereotypes haven't existed for a while now. I don't think. I mean, there's still people that I guess are those stereotypes or fit into them more. But
the whole PC gaming thing and anime has like blown up recently as well.
Yeah,
in the past year or two.
I mean, we get people at work sometimes, and I remember this every time I've worked in games. Not every time, but like a couple of times I've worked in games, you'll get people that are like 60, 50 coming in and they're talking to you about, and it's like, oh, you play video games? They go, yeah, I got into it recently.
Dude,
And then
Tacos.
you kind of, what was that?
Tacos. Peter Tacos.
Does Tarkos play games?
No, but he watches anime.
Anime, that's different. But what I'm saying is with
That's
video
still-
games,
But it's Tacos.
it is. Yeah, that's.
For
if
those
you
who
guys
don't
who
know,
Peter
Mans
Tarkos
is
is,
like-
he watches anime.
I don't know
and
how
that's
old he is, but he's
insane. I think he's like what,
Anime do you watch?
145 or something, Peter?
ancient.
What anime,
No,
what anime
sorry.
do you watch?
Sorry, that's the year he was born, 145 AD. But they'll come in and they'll be like, I've only been playing for like 2 months. My son gave me his old computer and he set me up with like Flight Simulator or something. And you realize that there's such a massive, like, you don't need to be into Dungeons and Dragons and Final Fantasies and your
Yeah.
League of Legends to be able to play games anymore. It's pretty cool. There's
Yeah.
lawn mowing simulators out there.
There's a goat simulator if you want to be a goat.
Like, Goat Simulator is pretty fun. But the lawn mowing simulator is like, and what's the game that I play? House Flipper.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I thought you could
Flipper.
say the dungeon boyfriend one. I mean, what?
The which one? Oh, that was on Game Pass, but that game was actually quite fun. Dungeon Boyfriend. That was a boyfriend
That was
dungeon.
called?
whatever.
That's what it's called, right?
What's that
Yeah.
game about?
Oh, yeah.
It's so
What did you-
basically, it's actually an insane concept. It's so funny. It's so cooked to me.
Now he's going to try and justify his decisions to play that
No,
game.
I can't justify it. But basically,
Sell
it's
it
like
to me. Sell it to me.
it's like a dating simulator / and I don't play dating simulators.
Right.
I've never played one / dungeon crawler. So imagine like Legend of Zelda with a dating simulator, but the guys you date, and this is really normal, the guys you date can turn into swords.
What the fuck?
So you date, and the guy that's a fencing sword, he's like really posh and really
Yeah.
kind of thing, and you have like relationships with them, and as the relationship gets deeper, the level gets higher, and you get more skills.
So
It's
if
like-
you have like a claymore, would it be just like some jack dude?
Well, yeah. So there's a guy that looks like Thor, and he's a big axe. Then there's like a chick that's kind of like rough around the edges. She's a little dagger. There's a K-pop guy, and he's a lightsaber. Like, it's insane, and it's like, and
very funny.
it's and the dungeons are like your biggest fears. So one of them is like, it's really like, it's not going to win Game of the Year or anything, but I got it for free, so I found it fun. Is like a mall, and so
Yeah.
you're in the mall and you have to fight these TVs and CDs and records, and your fear is change. And it's like, huh? And you sit there and you go, what did that guy just hit on me? Anyway, I'm going to go back to killing stuff. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of like,
It's pretty funny.
what
It's,
the hell's
it's
going
very
on?
different.
If you've got Game Pass, it's free on Game Pass. Give it a crack. It's actually quite funny. But yeah, I had a good laugh with that. A good laugh with that.
Did your,
But yeah,
your
it's just
mum
crazy
walk in at
how
any
big
stage?
like. Pardon?
Oh, you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like it's just crazy how popular and how big games have gone as well. Like
Yeah.
I think I just read an article today where League of Legends has hit its new viewership peak.
Yeah.
Where it had like 2.2 million viewers at once.
You're kidding.
Just for a game in like the group stage. It's not playoffs, it's not knockouts, it's not finals. But like,
Dude.
it's just crazy. Like 2.2 mil. And them being sponsored by what? Mercedes, BMW, collaborations with LV.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, these aren't small.
it's getting
companies.
huge, man.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like players getting salaries of millions.
That's like, what's that? The Fortnite pot was like some 12-year-old kid won like $14 million.
Yeah.
Like, you're kidding.
Like some, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, some like what, 17, 18-year-old kid from Melbourne, he played Dota and he won the world championship and just came home with like what, 3 million USD?
Like, you know what I
Just
mean?
like, what the fuck? It's wild.
It changes the dynamic at home of like, stop playing video games.
Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere with that.
Yeah,
Well,
where it's
take
like-
this, Dad.
Comes home with 3 million. Yeah, no worries.
Listen, I've just bought you guys a house in Q because I play Fortnite and I can build really quickly.
I built it myself.
Sure,
Literally
I'll-
built the house himself.
Yeah,
from building
sure.
Fortnite.
I'll never get laid, but I still won a lot of money.
Hey man, I feel attacked.
But yeah, like games like Football Manager. Like I got Football Manager on my computer. That's my uni game. Like something so
Yeah.
kick back and so well at the same time so in depth. It kind of just blows that video game thing out of proportion. My uncle, who works in government, and he's decently high up, he used to tell me, he goes, my friends would want to go out sometimes when I was in uni, and
Yeah.
I'd say, nah, I can't, I've got homework to do. But instead, I just had the Champions League final to win, like because he'd be playing Football Manager.
That's Gion League
That's like
back in high school.
that's G now. He'll tell me, I'll send him a message saying, hey, you want to hang out? And he goes, nah, I can't, bro. I've got placement.
No, I can't, bro. I'm on the Rift. I'm not home.
I'm on the Rift.
I'm not home right now. I'm on the Rift.
But in typical everything in between fashion, speaking of going out, I think that's our segue of the day.
Segway.
Jay, what's our topic today?
Well, in great anticipation for, I guess, well, Sydney called it their Freedom Day, but I think it's kind of ridiculous to call it Freedom Day.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, so we're free, all right? Just relax, everyone.
Yeah.
Just relax. But in the preparation for the day in which we are able to go out freely again, we're going to be talking about things we are looking forward to, things we've missed, just anything to do with that, really. So I guess I'll kick. Oh, you know what? And plus, we're double vaxxed, so
Hey, I'm double vaxxed as of today.
I'm double vaxxed as of Friday in a few days.
Hey, look at that. Go us.
Double vax gang.
Someone get Daniel Andrews on the phone. I want a congratulatory speech.
Tell him to get on the beers with us.
Yeah, I reckon. We'll get him on the pod.
Oh yeah, let's get him on the podcast. Him and Gladys, and we'll get him to punch on. We'll get him to fight.
I'll be down for that, honestly.
Speaking of Freedom Day, the only I was thinking about this the other day. The only way I'd consider it a good name is if it becomes like a hype thing. We hype everyone up for Freedom Day, and they go out to their favorite small business and just drop bank.
I feel like they do that in Sydney, but like they didn't go. They went to like Kmart at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, no. They were lined up. They were lined up at Kmart from like midnight or something, and to get
what
in.
a bunch of weirdos.
Like
It's wild.
the first thing I'm doing is booking at a restaurant, like one of my favorite restaurants, to go there, or go into like a local.
Let's go eat.
Yeah, let's go eat. I'm gonna go buy like shit from small businesses. I'm not going to Kmart. The fuck? Like I'm not going.
I wouldn't
How much money JB have made?
Yeah, JB is just laughing right now.
Laughing in the bank.
Let's not talk about business so good. Anyways, I definitely. I'm seeing New South Wales be given those, I guess, privileges again is nice to see. I mean, happy for them, but at the same time, like, wish it was us.
We'll get there.
Soon enough.
But yeah, anyways, not long to go, about 2 weeks. Definitely looking forward to just being able to not be stuck at home.
Yeah.
To be like, I can just go out at this time and do something else. Even though, like, I kind of did that already prior, not like during, but prior, like lockdowns and that. Yeah. I think you'd appreciate it much more now.
Yeah, definitely.
This time around. You think?
That first get together, like if we go for a bite to eat, whether we're going to get ramen, whatever, is going to be probably one of our like most cherished moments, I reckon, just because it's like seeing each other.
Let's go get K barbecue,
whatever, like having a laugh, all being together at the same table. It's going to be like, different.
You already know, like the restaurant's vibes are going to be huge as well because everyone's going to be out. So like,
it's going to be so packed that people are going to try and go out, and then like it's going to be like limits. But
yeah,
it is what it is, man.
It's all right. We'll get there.
Oh, and also, our first podcast in a same room together will be fun.
Oh yes, in the same room.
True. How exciting!
Finally,
because that's always how we imagined it anyway. Like it was always going to be in the same room. This was sort of
just get together.
That's when the idea started. Was when we were able to be in the same room, and then we just kind of thought, well, we've got nothing better to do during lockdown.
If we're not talking catch up anyway, we may as well.
Yeah, this is going to be like a practice run, but it ended up being this.
Which is actually, it's probably one of the better things to come out of lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, games something to look forward to every week.
Yeah, not for us, but for everyone else. Like it's one of the better things for the listeners to come out of lockdown.
Yeah. You're welcome, guys.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
But yeah, I don't know. I still did looking forward to like. Oh, you actually know what I actually realized that I've like more now
Well,
because like I wasn't always a big fan of like summer and hot weather,
Yeah.
but now every time there's a nice day out, I want to go outside and like do stuff. Whereas
Yeah.
prior to like lockdowns, I would be like the humidity would always get me,
Yeah.
and I would like
it would
really
still
not
get
like
me.
that. Yeah,
I can't do humid.
The only
Yeah.
two things I hate about summer, and I know I'm going to get so much backlash about this: the beach. I just look. I don't mind the beach.
But
I'd
I'm the same.
rather if I was in Queensland, like a pool,
In the
rather
man-made
than
beach inside the city.
like something like something where I don't have to worry about bringing 6 tons of sand into the car and then go and have a shower and going
That
home.
sand will somehow just end up into your socks like the next week.
Yeah, and
Freaking
it's
wild,
like
bro. I hate sand.
and the
Can't do
hot
it.
sand and sitting in the sun.
It's coarse and rough.
I've tried. There's your
Get
first Star Wars
everywhere.
reference to the podcast. Sitting in the sun is not enjoyable to me. Like,
Well, I don't want to cook myself. I'm not a freaking like.
I wouldn't
piece of
mind
meat.
if it's like 25 degrees or less.
that's fine. That's not, but like people
Yeah.
that specifically go out to sit directly in the sun for
Can't
like
do it.
6 hours to 10,
Yeah.
I get uncomfortable in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, it's too hot. That and sleeping at night during summer.
Oh yeah.
Because I can
Oh,
only
boy.
sleep with something on me. Like
Our
I need to
cooling
have
blanket. Our cooling blanket.
a cool. We'll get into that one in a little bit because that's huge. But we also don't want to get into it in case someone steals our idea. So let's trademark it first.
I was gonna say, is that a real thing? I was like, what?
It's not. It's not a real thing. Believe me, we've looked into it. But I always need to have a bed sheet or like something on me. But then it gets too hot.
Yeah, me
So
too.
it's like
It's so weird.
it's
You do
weird.
the one leg out thing, and then the demon grabs your foot.
Well, that's
That
like,
only works in winter.
yeah, because it's just too hot to sleep with your doona. But then I guess the only win is having an air conditioning unit in your room.
No, you
But
can get
unless
like
you've got-
like a light blanket. That's a fine. Just like some sort of material.
I only have one blanket, man.
If it Will's got his Louis Vuitton blanket.
$4 from Vietnam, mate.
Those are my two biggest issues with summer. Everything else I love about it. I love the vibes. I love going for a drive late at night or like late afternoon when the sun's coming down and it's starting to cool down a bit. Going to a bar like a Arbory afloat during summer is
I've never
elite.
been. I've always wanted to go.
Arbory afloat's grouse. Aside from the fact that
Take
you
me on
gotta
a
take
date,
out a
please.
home loan to get a drink. But that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vibes are immaculate.
The vibes are great, but yeah, it's sometimes like when you go to bed and you're like, all right, it's time to go to sleep. And you're like, wow, it's about 700 degrees in my room.
Yeah, man. Perks
That
of
shit
Australia.
sucks.
I mean, like, I don't really like the beach either.
Yeah.
But it's just, I really like going to the beach during summer nights or evenings
Yeah.
when it's not too hot, the sun's coming down, the vibes are just so chill. It's got
Yeah.
a nice breeze. I don't know, like the vibes are just really nice.
Yeah.
Whether the sun's setting or you're just there at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
because it's not cold, it's not hot. It's
But
just
but the wind from the ocean is kind of like really nice
yeah,
but you don't have to get like 7,000 degree heat
Yeah.
sand on your feet.
yeah. You just chill at the beach, but you don't have to be on the sand either.
Yeah. Yeah. This has turned into a
Just
hatred
something-
podcast.
Something relaxing about the
No,
waves
no.
crashing and just chilling with the wind. I love it. I
It's not like
genuinely
we
love it.
just like it a specific way.
Will's just talking about his Tinder bio. I like long walks on the beach at night. I like
Yeah.
the waves crashing upon the sand. A nice
Yeah.
wine by the fireplace.
Cool
I was
breeze
just reading
on
off
our
yours, but
faces.
My romance novels. I like it when women play with my chest hair.
I actually wrote the notebook.
My one chest hair.
My one chest hair like that. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
So I guess we're not going to the beach anytime soon. Well, maybe we will. Maybe we could have a beach podcast on the
yeah.
we'll set
How
up
are we
like
going
a
to set that up?
little not
But
on the
like,
beach. Like it'd be like on the concrete in front of the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do
Just-
we'll do a podcast. That'd be grouse.
We'll just
Actual
use our
podcast,
phones,
yeah.
I guess.
But yeah, like my grandparents live in Queensland. Shout out to Carmen and Norberto.
Shout out.
And they have a pool in their apartment complex.
Ooh.
Mm.
Still gets sun, has the beach chairs and everything, but there's no sand. and it's really nice. Like it's just like, okay, I can get into the pool,
Oh yeah, chilling in the pool like that is fun. Yeah.
and I don't have to get out and collect like sand up to my
Yep.
butt. You know what I mean? And then you got to worry about, oh, I got to sit on the beach towel without getting sand on it.
Yeah.
The only thing I've
It's-
seen that is actually pretty decent is people bring fitted bed sheets to the beach, and what you do is you do it inside out, and you put 4 heavy things on the corner, so it almost looks like a wrestling ring,
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
right? And then you use your normal towel, you get all the sand off, and then you jump into the and then that's your thing. And because it's got like the walls, unless you're drop kicking sand into it, no sand really gets in.
It's pretty cool, actually.
So there you go, guys. There's your
It's a
El Jefe's tip of the week.
Life pro tip.
So we've determined that we hate the beach.
No, hate. It's a strong word. We like it
Hating
under
is not-
certain conditions.
Just like the beach in certain conditions.
You're right. Hate's a strong word. We fucking hate them. I'm kidding. Yeah.
No,
What are you guys looking forward to?
eating out with
Yep.
all the friends, like all the boys, just everyone. I
You mean
already
food?
know. I already know. I already know that with like me and Gianni's group, there's gonna be a karaoke during the first
Yep.
week. 100%. Big dinner, Korean barbecue,
Gotta love it.
into our pre-drinks at the Korean barbecue, and then into karaoke.
Yep.
Until everyone just kind of blacks out and doesn't know
I just
how
want
to
to
go
black
home.
out.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Just call me Angel.
Heartbreak Anniversary.
Heartbreak Anniversaries you go to.
It is now.
Balloons are deflated.
Jaya, what's your go-to?
It's a song. What song is it? There's a few songs I like actually.
Obviously, you love it that much.
Yeah, well, there's like obviously there's a song for every mood, you know.
There is.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like when you get to the later part of the nights when it, like the start when you're getting lit, trying to get good, and then there's one at the end where it's like you're slowing down a bit. The slow jams come on.
This is the end. Then you got to do the finale right at the end.
Yeah, I think I always really get into Backstreet Boy always gets lit.
Backstreet
I want it
Boys,
that way.
yeah,
Always
always.
gets lit.
Yeah.
There's
For
something else.
those slightly older listeners, one of my favorite karaoke songs is "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal,
Do you know how hard that
And-
song is to sing?
and it's karaoke. Who cares? like
I
people
can't sing
actually.
"End of the Road" by Boyz II Men, but I sing it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
People
yell
have
it.
said to me when I sing "Kiss from a Rose" that like they've
Can you
blinked,
sing it? Can you give us a little?
and I've gone, no. You have to come out with me to be able to see it. But people have actually said they've blinked and they've seen angel wings on my back when I sing it sometimes. So that's how good I am. I don't know. That's just what other people. Say.
You were there and me.
I like to get into my Batman suit because it's from Batman. The song.
Yeah.
So I just get into the
Oh, you have
Batman
your
suit.
nipples. Your nipples are.
Yeah, the George Clooney suit with the big nipples. But yeah, I that's my karaoke song. I'd love to see you guys go absolutely ballistic in karaoke. That'd be grouse.
Yeah, but come, it'll be hectic.
Yeah, we'll have a karaoke night, the JB karaoke night, boys.
JB karaoke night. That'd be
Oh,
grouse.
yeah, we said we go up with the JV boys as well. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as we could.
We'll actually have a proper night out, like dinner into the drinks into whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
Xander will get on the limp biscuit, so that'll be fun.
that's when I'll go to the toilet for the
Yeah,
next half an hour.
For half an hour. How long do you think their songs go for?
How many songs do they have? Might be even longer.
Surely he just plays one song.
Yeah, no, we only get one song each.
Or like Roland.
Can we just skip it after like the first line of the first verse or something?
We'll go there beforehand and we'll delete all the Limp Bizkit songs from the catalogue.
And we'll go to we'll go to the Asian karaoke place. I'm pretty sure they don't even know what Limp Biscuit is. They'll probably bring like actual biscuits in to eat or something.
Soggy biscuits. They've already dipped the biscuits in coffee and tea for us. And then they-
Some of them are like, you know when you lose it, when you Titanic your biscuit and you don't get it to your mouth quick enough and it breaks off? Yeah, that gives you PTSD.
what else?
Gym.
Gym.
The gym, man. The gym.
But without the 45-minute and capacity thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's pretty
I've actually
limiting.
forgotten. remember last lockdown, I was like looking forward to it so hard and like getting back into it.
Yeah.
Dude,
And now it's
yeah.
been so long where I haven't thought about it in that long because thinking about it would just hurt.
Dude, it just gives me PTSD of when me and you were like waiting outside for 20, 25 minutes in the freaking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't do it. Like it won't be cold when we go now.
But you know those lines at the gym are going to be absolutely hectic, yeah?
Yeah. Not
Especially
really
at
looking forward to
Derrimut.
that, but I do miss the gym.
I'm excited to just get out there and do something else.
Yeah, no, I just want to talk to new people as well. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Go to bars.
Yeah.
Cinemas, man.
Oh my
Cinemas
God.
is probably one of my
Shang-Chi.
biggest
Shang-Chi
ones.
in the
Let me
cinemas,
watch
man.
Shang-Chi.
Oh my
Shang-Chi, Dune, James Bond. They're all just like... It's one of the biggest use of movie releases, and we can't go watch movies.
I
You know
saw
what I
some
mean?
cinema popcorn.
The last movie I went to go watch was Black Widow.
Yeah, same.
Fuck, mine was Demon Slayer with Keanu Rudolph and
That was ages ago, man. What the hell?
yeah, bro. That was the last movie. That was the last movie I went to watch.
That's a good movie to end it on.
Yeah, that was the last movie I went to watch.
Shit like that, man. Like that kind of
Wait.
stuff. Like, I know it's funny to say I can't wait to get out and talk to people, and then I'm like, I want to go to a place where you don't talk to people.
For an hour and a half.
We
two
have to
hours.
be quiet. Yeah.
My biggest one has to be, and obviously it's not till next year. I am dying to get back to the footy. I need to go back to the footy. That's heartbreaking
yeah.
for me.
Was
Watching
that
it.
the last one you went to was the same one as me, the Carlton game?
Yes, yeah. The Carlton game was the last one I went to.
You guys got to take me. I've never been to one before.
Yeah, we'll take you to I don't know if you're ready for Anzac Day, but we'll take you to Anzac Day.
Anzac Day,
yeah.
that'd be hectic. I want to go Anzac Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I go for the Pies anyway, so perfect.
Well, we usually play Collingwood twice, but
Yeah. If I was to go to one, I'd love to go to Anzac Day.
all right, let's organise it then. You heard it here first. The Everything in Between boys are going to Anzac Day.
Yeah, come say hello to us. We'll be in the cheaper seats.
Oh, we'll be sitting next to Ben Rutten in the coach's box. So if you need us, yeah, we'll be interviewing him, telling him what to do.
We'll be doing the Oz kick halftime show. You see us kicking the ball and
pushing kids over.
yeah.
I'll be doing the coin toss at the start.
Yeah, food's a massive one, I reckon, for us. We're very big.
100%. I
into food.
love food.
I'm kind of excited. I don't know if you guys are going to absolutely destroy me for this, but I want Ryan to take us to a couple of secret vegan places.
I mean, he's been raving about this like vegan ramen place, so I wouldn't mind trying that out.
I'd be open to giving that a crack.
I mean,
Ryan knows his food as well.
Yeah. I was
I
eating
don't know,
his
man. I saw eating a
vegan
can of
food at
baked
home.
beans the other day.
You know, just because he knows his food
Decent head.
doesn't mean
Yeah.
that things can't get tough for him. Okay, maybe life's just tough. He's just bought a house.
I don't know,
No.
man.
No.
I kind of like brought down his my opinion of him in terms of his food taste a bit, but
Yeah, guys, come
Yeah.
round. I'll cook something real good. Everyone just gets a can in front of them.
It's
I
actually
know
started
we're in
to grow on
World
me a
War
little bit.
II getting
I started eating beans on toast for the first time in my life.
Cereal in water.
Yeah. Fucking just army rations, man. He's just handing it out.
Army rations. They're in the actual army bags. Like the
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to be inside it. You just gonna have to kind of gamble.
Oh my god. It's been out of date for like 2 years.
But it's fine because it's army rations.
Yeah. I guess visiting people without.
He's got
Yeah. I just got myself caught out, but without feeling guilty. Like I've had to go see people.
He hasn't visited someone in ages. I haven't seen that dude in ages. So just being able to visit people in their homes freely.
Dude, hopefully, the lockdown ends before the World Championship finishes for
Ooh.
league. Because I think for the past maybe 2, 3, I think 2 years, I've always hosted the World Championship finals at my house
That would
you
be
and Ryan are hosting now.
with all the boys. And they'll like come by with drinks. We'll have heaps of food. Just watch the championships.
Oof.
stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Like it doesn't have to be. I mean, traveling's a big one, yes. but
Oh
all that
yeah,
kind of
international
stuff.
travel. Oh my
Traveling,
god.
100%. Hey, Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, we just fully like doing opposite way of what you're about to say. But yes,
I was
it's not
gonna
about
say,
the
like,
big things.
The little things. That's the little things I enjoy.
Oh, okay. Sometimes.
Like going over there to watch. I don't know League of Legends, but
You don't
To
even
watch
have
the
to
championship.
be into the game. Just come for the vibes.
100%, like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
World Cup. Go over to people's house for the World
Yes,
Cup.
next
watch
year.
the
Next
World
year.
Cup. Like that's going to be great. But yes, overseas, everyone's so excited to just, as much as our country is arguably the most beautiful country in the world, to just go see everything else. Europe, Japan.
Yeah, I don't even know how it's gonna work, but I know people are already looking at tickets to like go overseas already, and I'm like, how
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
that
they're
work?
gonna be. Yeah, I think they're risking going into 2 weeks of what do you call it?
Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Quarantino.
But I couldn't tell you how it works.
Quentin Quarantino.
But it's just being able to plan that kind of stuff without having to feel depressed. Like
Yeah.
going, instead of going, I'd love to go to Japan, kind of going, hey, listen,
I can just go to Japan tomorrow.
let's get the balls, let's get the balls, let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the balls rolling. Let's get the ball rolling on our Japan trip. Like, let's start looking at stuff.
Bro, how funny would everything in between be in Japan?
Oh, everything.
Right. Oh my god, we have to do just
Dude.
like live podcasts or just live vlogs of it.
That would be hilarious.
Everything in between hit the streets of Tokyo.
Asking questions. Do you know who this man is? Yes, it is Ryan Dawes.
We'll have Ron translating as well. Oh my god, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
We should do it.
That'd be
Next-
insane.
Let's do it next year.
Hey guys, welcome back
Let's
to
do
this
it.
episode's podcast. We've lost Yanu because he had a run-in with the Yakuza and he's no longer with us.
If we can, right? If we actually do go, can we please go during the spring? Because I've never been during the spring. I've been twice.
Isn't that when
No.
the cherry blossoms are there?
Yeah. Like I've been twice, and both times we're in like, the midst of winter.
I can go in April. That's the time I can go.
Alright, done.
School
Go
holidays.
in April.
But
Yeah,
I
I think
doubt it's going to be next April. There's no way. Surely not.
Yeah, it might be after.
Maybe the year after.
We've got a bubble with
Fine.
Fiji, don't we?
Oh, we'll just take Jono with us.
What's in Fiji?
The everything in between boys are going to Fiji and Jono.
We do like caravan of garbage. I mean, not caravan. What's caravan? Courage.
Caravan of courage.
Yeah.
Caravan of courage. Hamish and Andy. That's that'd be great. Except we don't do as much fucked up stuff.
We get into the bodybuilding contest. You see that? Remember?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's enter the bodybuilding contest.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But yeah, there's heaps of like. I've got a bit of a weird question, but if you think about it, there'll be a couple of them. What are you going to miss?
About lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, look at this last year's lockdown, especially. The good thing about it was I was able to save like a crap ton of money.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, there was nothing to do, so I was nothing
Yeah.
to do except save. So that was a really big plus for me.
Now I
Besides
can
that,
fund my actual Japan trip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. Mine
I
would
don't
be like, I wouldn't call it as deep as soul searching, but there was a lot of like time to try shit in lockdown.
yeah.
I've learned a lot about myself in terms of staying home and figuring shit out, and like, I don't know what that was, Gianni, but I like just stuff like that, like just like figuring out things that I love, like in learning to enjoy new things. I've got a brand new love for reading, and just stuff like that, and also learning how much you cherish the moments when you're out. So
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it more. Oh, well, I definitely would appreciate it more when
Yeah.
you go out with friends and see them again.
100%. And I do appreciate the kind of like, as much as I want to kill them, spending time with family and
Yeah.
like watching movies and TV shows, and even though they talk, I don't know, like my family talks, my mum and my brother do not shut up about like if it's either it's as a reaction or they just talk.
Yeah.
Like my mum yelling at the TV when they were playing. What game were they playing? One of the Squid Game games, and she goes, "Oh, that's Poison Ball." You go, no, Mum.
Poison ball.
No, Mum, that's not Poison Ball. She's thought red light, green light with Poison Ball. And we're like, there's no ball, and two, there's shout out to Mum. But yeah, like that kind of stuff I'll miss. Like just having a laugh and going, we're getting a pizza tonight.
I'll
Cooking?
miss cooking, yes.
Dude, I've been
So much
cooking
fun.
non-stop. Good stuff too. What were you going to miss, Will?
So yeah, I thought about it, and one thing I would miss a lot during lockdown is yes, we get to go out and see our friends, but that's only if they're free. Otherwise, like they'll be busy with their own shit. Where during lockdown, no one's really doing anything, and so
Yeah.
everyone's on Discord every single night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like it's just like 10, 15, 20 of us every single night, just messing around, bantering, playing games, watching movies.
People, yeah.
Everyone's just always there at once, and you're always like last year's lockdown. Got me closer to a lot of people just because
Yeah.
we were always hanging out with each other online.
Yeah.
And so, yes, it's nice to see people outside of lockdown.
Yeah.
But that's only, once every 2 weeks, once or twice every, I don't know. Just not as often as you'd hope.
We've had some good times on Discord, man.
Yeah.
And it's not planned either. Like when one person, like me and let's say Will are on, or me and Gia are on, and then Will jumps on, Ryan jumps on, we got Cindy and Michael, everyone jumping on.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, we're all in stitches.
Just laughing at random
Just
shit.
laughing at random stuff just because we're just enjoying the time there.
Yeah.
It's those moments that you're like, oh shit, it's midnight. You know what I mean? Like, better go to bed.
Yeah, that'd definitely be something that I'd miss. Just hanging out with everyone every single night.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt like my teen years again, like staying up late on the computer. doing that stuff.
Just talk to all your friends, man.
Yeah.
It really did. Like, it was very nostalgic. I'm kind of glad I didn't spend it lockdown like binge watching shows and binge eating and stuff.
Yeah.
Glad I've been getting out and about, going for walks around the lake and that kind of stuff. If you're ever at Caroline Springs Lake and you see a bald man that you think he looks like a toe, that's me.
Make sure you say hello.
Make sure you say hello to me and tell me you love the podcast. Thank you.
I'll be with Tristan. Just
Yeah, I'll be with Will normally. Just drinking our coffees. But yeah, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm going to miss 110% in lockdown, which is weird to say because it's got such a negative connotation to it.
Yeah, but then I think that's like it's good to see like the positives that we got out of it as well.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I definitely became a lot more self-aware as well. Like,
Yeah.
I did also discover, a newfound love for reading as well.
Yeah.
And just being kind of like, just being inside and, at nights where I'm just, I can't sleep. It's just me and my thoughts.
Yeah.
And so there's just a lot of thinking, a lot of learning, a lot of acceptance, and a lot of self-awareness that comes with all of that.
Yeah.
And
it's good to slow down once in a while. You're forced to do it in lockdown.
Yep.
Which definitely has its benefits for sure. Just learning how to kind of pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Realize you're only human, that kind of stuff. This turned into a very deep podcast when we just started off talking about food and video games.
Just bantering.
It's all about I'm gonna say, like living with yourself.
Yeah.
And like finding out like what you actually enjoy doing and want to put time into.
You can change relationships, you can change roommates, but the one person you're not going to change is yourself. So learn to live with them. There's another pro-life tip.
Reminds me of the
says.
Paul Rudd show.
Yeah, good show that, living with yourself. You know what I'm excited for? I'm so hyped, but I've got to wait for my brother to catch up. Bucky Hanma is on Netflix.
What's that?
And if you guys have not watched Bucky Hanma, if you guys like anime, if you guys like martial arts, please watch Bucky Hanma. Well, watch Bucky first. It's basically about a kid, I think he's like 18, whose dad's like the strongest man alive, and he wins a tournament. Bucky wins a tournament, the son. And then these guys all over the world, these killers, break out of prison because they've never had a challenge and they've never feared for their lives. So they think Bucky is the one to give it to them. It's grouse. And then they start this whole massive tournament, like to the death. It's just grouse. The designs of it and how far-fetched it is. It's not like shooting lasers far-fetched, but it's like muscles upon muscles upon muscles kind of far-fetched. And like, oh my God, with one punch to the face, he shattered his big toe. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like, and you're like, oh, righto, whatever. Really, really good show. Guys, give that a watch. Are you guys excited for like any shows that are coming out or anything like that?
Not that I can think of.
not shows, movies coming out.
Oh yeah,
Dune.
What
I'm
movies?
really looking forward to Eternals, Shang-Chi, which I haven't seen
Eternals
yet.
looks great.
Oh,
Spider-Man, fantastic.
Matrix 4.
yeah. What is that? The League of Legends
Oh, the League of
animated
Legends.
series.
Yeah,
Okay,
that'd be sick.
it's coming
That'd
out
be
next
cool.
month.
Oh
Oh,
really?
really?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Thanks.
It will be on Netflix.
There you go, guys. You'd think we're sponsored by Netflix the way we talk about it.
Or League of Legends.
Or League of Legends.
Oh, I forgot about a Netflix show like Auntie Donna.
That's something I'm upset about lockdown. I was meant to go see Auntie Donna in November
Oh, really?
because I got tickets, and that's
Yeah.
been delayed till next year. Concerts are
Oh,
a
yes.
massive one. I'm looking forward to, man.
Kid Leroy next year.
Yeah, you boys are going to the Kid Leroy.
I'm so excited.
I can't imagine how much money we're going to spend on tickets if Giveon comes down.
Oh my!
Like
Oh my god, my balloons are
Backstage
deflated.
passes, everything.
we'll get meet
Our
and
wallets
greet.
will be as deflated as his balloons.
Imagine that, just a room full of chicks meeting Giveon, and then the three of us. And
Should be
we're
the more,
Yeah,
there'd
and
be
then
more
we'll
like
be singing Heartbreak
sad-
Anniversary.
100%.
sad dudes and girls.
He's going to bring us on stage, and then we'll become boys to men. The four of us.
We
NSYNC.
become men, yeah, literally.
We'll become men, yeah. Concerts, yeah, that's definitely one I'm super, super hyped for.
Anything sort of like big event like that would be fun.
Yeah.
Anything like music related.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Going to the shops without a mask. I know it's going to be a long time before that happens,
Yeah,
but just not having to go phone, wallet, keys, mask. That's something I'm kind of excited for. Or feeling really awkward if you don't have a mask on.
Would you still wear it afterwards? I'm guessing not because of.
I will stop wearing it or stop bringing it with me because, look, I tend to, I want to say bend the rules, but if I've got a coffee in my hand, or I always make sure I've got a drink in my hand so I don't have to, but I've always got a mask on me.
I just
Until
want to
I'm-
cough without being looked at.
Yeah, that as well. Like, until I'm
I
told
feel
not
so
to.
much pressure when I need to cough, and
You
I
do?
just refuse to because it scares me sometimes.
Coming into hay fever season as well.
I cop hay fever so hard. Oh my god, I get the sniffles, and everyone's just looking at me like,
And you
But-
kind of sit
Dan
there
Andrews.
going, yeah, and you kind of sit there going, it's not what you think it is.
That's so. I normally get hay fever, but I haven't got it yet.
So you haven't left the house.
No, I've been leaving the house and nothing's happened yet. And you know what?
Poor
Every
Dan
time-
Andrews has been leaving the house. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
and then the SWAT comes through, they drop down
Through the roof.
the door. Every time I think because I don't think about it and then once I do, I'm scared that once I think about it, it'll remind my body that, oh yeah, he's got to have hay fever, and then it triggers it.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, don't bring it up. All right, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
'Cause I don't want it.
This is going to sound very weird. Very, very weird. I'm excited to get back to uni. I'm so sick
yeah,
of doing
me
uni
too.
online.
Actually,
Like,
I don't mind it. Actually, I have not minded it at all. I hated the travel, even though it's like 20 minutes. I didn't.
I'd
wasn't
prefer to be in
anything
class because I'd be more engaged.
I
guess-
know I'm going to bite my words saying
I never
I'm
talked
missing
to anyone at
uni.
uni. Is it me or what?
So far for me, but I guess it's like also a different avenue for me to meet other people as well.
Yeah.
Make new friends, new lab mates, just whatever, because I did start a new course and I know no one from my course.
Yeah.
So it will just be pretty cool to actually just like everyone will be in the same boat as well, just wanting to get out and meet new people, whether it's at uni or wherever. And so I feel like most people would be pretty friendly. And
Yeah.
like for me, especially when it's hard for me to approach people as well.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll feel a bit more inclined to do so.
Well, once we get out, people will be approaching you because they'll know who you are. Is
That never
Will?
happens.
Is that Will from Everything in Between? Is that Will? That's Will from
That's
Everything in
him.
Between. Will,
Get his
Will, can you give me Tristan's number? That's
Even I don't have it.
There's, I'm just excited to get out there and just to study in class instead of having to stare at this leave meeting button going, I could do it right now. I swear to God, I'll pull the trigger. I'll pull the trigger, man. If you don't change this topic and make it less dry, I will pull the trigger.
I set off the fire alarm once during a lecture.
Yeah?
Yeah, at my old house.
You're a bad boy.
I was just trying to bake me some fish fingers because I was hungry.
Oh,
Mid
you did it
lecture.
by accident.
Yeah.
I thought you went up to the fire alarm and triggered it, like pulled
No.
it down. Oh my days!
This is crap. I'm out of here and just.
Yeah, just.
Sorry, house emergency, bye.
Oh, do you mean when you were at home?
Yeah, when I was at
I
home.
thought you meant when you were at university. You pulled the fire alarm and set it
No.
off at uni.
No, I was baking some fish fingers, and then once I opened the oven, smoke just fucking
Yeah,
devoured me.
baking fish fingers.
Yeah.
When was this?
Earlier this year.
Okay, yeah, no, just asking. And how old were you earlier this year?
2.
Fish fingies. I made
Fish
fish
fingies.
fingies.
Fish fingers and dino nuggets.
And the smiley face potatoes.
Smiley-
Bro, the
Yeah,
smileys,
smileys.
man, they're back. Oh my god, I have
Smileys.
missed them so much.
Fairy bread.
Oh
Remember
yes,
those
very.
days?
Oh, yo, don't tempt me
But
with a
this
good
sounds like
time,
a-
please.
like
Do
dinner
not
when
tempt
I
me with a
moved
good time.
Hey, low key, I used to work at a kids event center.
Chuck E. Cheese.
It was called Kids City, just off the freeway in Keilor.
Nice.
And I was taught this secret, and it was really cool because basically we'd just like it'd be nuggets, chips, fairy bread, and hot dogs, like little
Sounds like
mini
such a
snacks.
good time.
And if you didn't bring lunch, that's what you'd eat: nuggets, like you
Yo,
nuggets, little sausages, frankfurts, fairy bread, meat pies, sausage rolls. And one of the guys there was like, "Let me make you something to eat," and he made me fairy bread. And in the fairy bread, he put chicken nuggets.
what?
Right? That's what I said. I said, I'm not eating this shit. He goes, take one bite. It'll change your life. You don't taste the fairy bread. It's basically just like a jacked, crunchy chicken nugget. It was one of the best things I've ever tasted. To this day, I can still taste it in my mouth. And this was
Remind me to not ask you for food recommendations, please.
I was 14 when I worked here. So this was, 12 years ago?
Yeah, have you had it since though?
No, because you
I'm
got to
sure
deep
you've
fry it.
matured since then, but
Unless
you know
I
what?
make,
I still want to give it a go.
unless I make fairy bread at home and then go
Do
get
it.
like
Do it live on the podcast. for
McDonald's.
next
I'm
episode,
telling you, man, you
please.
guys gotta like.
If
There's
it's
some
live-
weird shit that
You
goes.
say it's life changing, but you haven't had it since.
We could do it live on the pod. We just do like an eating episode. We just try random stuff, random
Yeah, go
combinations.
on.
Just whip up random concoctions and just, I don't know, eat it.
Like,
Uh,
it's like that. This is another thing that people reckon is gross. From our local burger place, I won't name, just in case someone knows them. Even though it's not bad, what I'm going to say, but they've got this thing, and it's called. It's like nasi goreng,
Mhm.
or mee goreng noodles. It's mee
In a
goreng
burger?
noodles, and they cook it, and then they take it out, and they put it on the
I know exactly what you're talking about.
100%, and then they
I
get
know exactly
they
what
get a
you're talking about.
cheeseburger, so they get the meat and the cheese on top, and they break it up, and they
Put it
mix
back into the cup.
into the
Yeah.
mee goreng, and then they put it back in the cup. It's one of those things where you go, it's like roulette because you go, is my heart going to stop? Is it not going to stop? This is super crazy, but at the same time, you're like, this is unbelievably tasty. It's that.
That sounds pretty good though, because like meat and mee goreng kind of already mix.
Not that I eat shit. I eat a lot of good foods. Like, I go to nice restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
my
dino
favorite
nuggies.
restaurant is like one of the best Italian places in Brunswick.
You still got to take me, by the way.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely lock that in. Ciao Mama, for those who haven't heard of it, please go to Ciao Mama in Brunswick. But I always loved watching, what was that show called where he ate like monstrous amounts of food?
There's a man vs food. Is it
Man
not that?
vs. food. My brother hates it. Like, he reckons it makes him feel sick, but I reckon he's a snob. I used to love watching that stuff going, that's like 6 cheeseburgers inside another cheeseburger, inside a giant Parmesan. And I'm like, I'd try it. I'd walk up to it. I'd cut a bit off. I'd try it. I'd be like, wow, I've tried that. And that's it.
What's the craziest thing you've tried, like food wise, or like the most just out there wild? Like, what the fuck is that? Weird.
Oh, that's a good. You know what? I was thinking about this the other night, actually, because it also happens to be a delicacy of Argentina, which I hate. It's blood sausage. Has to be the craziest thing. And I know it's not that hype.
It's
I
pretty
apologize.
fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
Blood sausage is nice, but knowing what it is just gross. because it's
Yeah.
literally just like blood-filled
Just like organs and
organs.
yeah.
There's a lot of disgusting food that
Actually-
you don't think about though, like, especially like cultural food as well. That's like you don't really think
all
twice
those
about it.
delicacies and stuff.
Whereas you say you go to another person, maybe it's from Australia or like Caucasian or whatever, and they'll be like, "That's disgusting."
Yeah,
And you're
Yeah.
just like, it's normal food to you.
we don't know what's
Yeah.
in meat pies, but you bet your ass I'm getting a meat pie every time I go to the footy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that could be
Yeah.
like, you know, surprise meat, but
And people think chicken feet's weird, but I like it.
never had
I
chicken
like chicken
feet.
feet.
Chicken feet's
That-
nice.
that- in all honesty, the first time I tried it, the texture threw me off.
Yeah.
I was a little turned off by it, but then it tasted good. So that it slowly started to, like, the flavor was amazing. The texture just
Yeah.
threw me off, and then I just kept coming back, and it just started to like grow on me.
Chicken
So it's-
heart, sorry, is probably the weirdest thing I've ever tasted. Chicken heart. And that was very tasty. Gamey, so it was very chewy, but it was very, very tasty.
What about you, Gio?
guys?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I've seen
I don't
Gia
really-
eat an earthworm like he's a child before. Like he just picked it. We got out of the
Like
gym.
kicking and screaming.
Yeah,
The scene where
yeah,
it's like
We got out of the gym and he
That's-
said, "This
that's
is a great
normal,
source
though.
of protein."
That's just my normal like breakfast, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really that adventurous with my food, to be honest. Not gonna lie.
I feel like
These
Will,
people-
there's going to be something cooked
Yeah, maybe real.
Why me?
because
Something
you
cooked or something
invented.
raw,
You
Kaz.
invented-
Mine was very bread.
Shut up. Fairy bread with chicken nuggets.
You're telling me they kill fairies and they spread it onto bread? Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Fairy dust on bread, yo.
Yo,
God, you Australians are crazy.
what is the craziest thing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, so surprise! My craziest shit that I've had was in Vietnam.
Yep.
But this one, I think I have two in mind. But this one, I actually genuinely like, and I would eat it again once I go back to Vietnam. Frog legs.
Really?
Yeah, and what kind of enticed me to wanting to try it
Was it
was
fried?
when pun.
Was it fried?
Yeah, it was fried. So when I was a kid, maybe like 5 or 6,
Mhm.
I went to Vietnam, and Mum just gave me. Oh no, my uncle just gave me like this little bowl of food, and I'm like, he was just like, just try it, right? So I picked it up, and it looked like, because it's just frog legs, right? So it looked like mini chicken wings, and when I bit into it, it tasted exactly like chicken, texture, taste, everything,
Really?
right? And like if I had blindfolded you guys and just stripped off a piece of the meat from the frog leg
Yeah,
and gave it to you, you guys would say it's chicken, 100%.
That's
Bro, I feel
crazy,
like,
man.
I feel like
When
that's a
people
big ass meme at this point. They're like,
Yeah, when everyone's just like, oh,
you
it tastes
try
like
a different
chicken.
meat, it tastes like chicken.
It just tastes like,
yeah.
chicken.
This genuinely tastes like chicken, and I cannot stress it enough, right? And so that was when I was 5 or 6, and so when I went back to Vietnam for the first time in 12 years, like 2 years ago, that memory just kind of jogged, right? Like someone just jogged my memory of that time I had the chicken feet. Oh
Yeah.
no, not chicken feet, frog legs.
Yep.
And so I was like, Mum, I wanna eat, frog legs for tonight, just to try, because I don't know, I was 5 or 6, maybe I would have a different opinion.
Yeah.
Tried it again. Tasted exactly like chicken.
That's
Exactly like
crazy,
chicken.
man.
But I think the wildest and probably the most unenjoyable thing I've had, also in Vietnam,
Yep.
was a raw snake heart at a restaurant.
So you
But-
knew that it was a raw snake heart, and you voluntarily
But
ate it.
you
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
yeah. So in Vietnam, usually, you would go to a restaurant
Yeah.
and you'll choose a snake, and you'll eat the snake just wherever they prepare, right? But with the heart, they will cut it out, and while it's still beating, they'll put it into a shot glass,
Yep.
pour some alcohol, and you usually give it to the person that has the highest respects in your family. It's probably like your grandpa or something.
Okay. Yeah.
But this time around, pretty much everyone had it. Not my younger siblings, but me, my uncles, my grandpa, just like all of us, right? And so I was like, I already looked at it, but I was already maybe borderline blacked out drunk. So I was just like, fuck it, whatever. Took the shot. Tasted like alcohol, tasted like blood. That wasn't the thing that kind of threw me off. What threw me off was when I swallowed it in one shot, because you're not supposed to chew it or whatever. And I felt it beating on the way
Oh,
down, bro. It was so bad.
nah.
I straight up chucked. It was horrible. Never again. But I think that's like the single wildest thing I've ever tried.
That's not even a delicacy. That's just fucked up.
Yeah, it's so bad.
There's so many weird like cultural things like that. They just do it just because they've always
Yeah.
And
been
then
doing
they'll
it.
be like, oh, it increases your stamina.
tradition, bro. You gotta
it
do
lowers
it.
the cholesterol. It
Yeah.
fucking does all this random shit, right? And I'm like,
Show me
no, it doesn't.
the published medical
100%,
journals
bro.
saying that.
When you come to Australia and you're like, bro, you got to try this craziest thing ever, Parmigiana. You know what I mean? Like, go to a pub and have a Parma.
Pineapple
on a
kangaroo
meat
Palmer, bro.
Would be
Pineapple
like
on a
Australia's
Parma,
version of like
crazy.
the wildest thing,
Kangaroo
right?
meat is one of my favorite meats to eat. I like kangaroo burgers are amazing.
I think I've had a little taste of kangaroo, but in like a sausage when I was like in high school.
You've got to
Is that
try
more
kangaroo
game-
meat.
more
It
gamey
is
as well?
elite. No, it's not. It's really
No,
not. It's
Because
very.
I heard it was really gamey, and I don't really like that gamey taste.
It's very sharp.
What does that mean?
Try it, you'll find out, mate.
You gonna take us or?
Well, you don't have to take you. You can buy from Woolies. Go buy kangaroo burgers and cook them.
So
Yeah.
do you wanna like prepare it for me?
Yeah, go on.
Right, bet.
We'll make Ryan eat it. We'll say it's vegan. Jokes.
the
Grass-fed.
kangaroo's vegan, so I guess I can.
But yeah. Oh, yours, Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as good a spot as any to, I guess, end the episode.
Perfect.
I mean, it was lovely talking to you lads, as always.
Mm-hmm.
We hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and we will see you on the next one. Do we have a secret word for this one? I don't know.
Oh, secret word. Oh,
Shimoni.
Shmoni.
Sharpmoni.
Sharp.
You know what's half fun is just seeing people trying to spell out whatever the word is.
Yeah,
But
great.
It's so funny.
But also in the comments, if you get this far, please
Shimoni.
tell us the craziest thing you've ever eaten.
Please
Please
enlighten me.
yeah, tell us
And tell me if it's good or
maybe-
not, because then I actually have such an open mind to try whatever food.
Yeah, we'll try it on an episode. We'll do
um,
like one of those YouTube videos where you try random stuff.
You get like this
We'll
fucking
speak for
like dried
himself.
cockroaches and shit.
We'll watch him
Speak
do
for
it. We're
himself
not
on that
gonna
one.
do it. Give it a taste tester and we'll try it afterwards.
I'll be like,
He's gonna be
this
like,
is
it tastes like
I
chicken.
would lie and say it's pretty good just to make you guys eat it.
He'll be like, it tastes like chicken. It tastes like chicken.
It tastes like ass instead. But yeah, let us know. Let us know what you're looking forward to
Shimoni.
coming out of lockdown. That's heaps of fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's there, folks. Hope you stay safe, and we love you all for listening.
See you
Take
guys
it
next
easy.
week.
Bye.